Okay, hey friends. I'm in San Diego with my sister. And I basically just wanted to do another video with her because she's great. And we are a good time and we need to capture this on camera. We need to capture this on camera, okay? I'm just gonna pull it a little bit over.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, it's real heavy in my face.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got inspired by B Simone. Shout out to you. She did something with her friend, but I'm gonna put my little twist on it. I'm gonna add, like, hers was really deep, and we still gonna do deep, but I wanted to lighten it up a little bit because they just went in like, okay, so how do you feel about this? And I'm like, dang, we trying to cry already? Like, no. So, first question. You want to pick the first question?
No, you can go.
Okay. Y'all know who Imani is.
What's up? Find me on the ground.
Imani.Cherie.
Yes.
Yep.
Imani.Cherie.
I feel like that's kind of deep. What's the story behind my first kiss?
Oh, do I know that? Would I know that?
I feel like I told you. We put it all out there, girl.
We have put it all out there so much.
But like, this is my first time telling the world who it is. So
I don't know if I should. I don't know if I know who it is then.
I feel like I told you.
It's this little white boy coming in my head, but I don't think.
White boy.
Okay, so it's a white boy. Okay, got it.
It wasn't in middle school.
It was in middle school?
No, I said it wasn't in middle school.
Right.
When you say white boy, I think of middle school. You can say it. You can say it.
Is it Cam?
It is Cam. Sorry.
That's not funny. Okay, back to serious. Yes. Okay, so it's coming back to me.
Mhm.
Yes. Cam was your first kiss.
Mhm.
Do I know the
Cam, if you ever see this,
if I know the nitty gritty, do I know the nitty gritty story? Like how it happened, where it happened, who, when, where, why? No, I do not. I don't know that story, guys. So I guess I lose a best friend. I can't think of it right now.
it was in school.
I knew that. I'm singing hallway. I'm singing locker. That's what I'm singing in my head, but
It was on the stairwell.
that's so cute. Isn't that cute?
Is it cute? It was very.
I've
intense.
had many kisses underneath the stairwell.
I was like super nervous because like it was your first kiss, so first real like actual kiss. Because I had kissed people on the cheek before, but like yeah.
The lips, baby.
Yeah.
We want some lips. We want some lips. All right. Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? It's the mic. Ooh, okay.
I hope I know this.
Ooh, that's a good one, but I feel like that's kind of deep.
It can be kind of deep because those other ones are like super deep.
Am I supposed to answer this question back though? Like, are you supposed to like recall mine? Nah.
You don't want to? Cause
It's okay.
Okay. I think I know who it is.
Do you?
I think. I may be wrong though.
I don't think you do because you seem real confident. I don't know if I've told you this story.
I don't think
before.
you've actually told me this. Like I have an idea of who it is. But I'm probably so wrong.
Okay. These are all so good, guys. Okay. So, I am am going to ask, what was the length of my longest romantic relationship?
It was.
It's like you going through the archives in your brain. You know that episode of SpongeBob? Where harder because I'm like, dang, I did it again. But y'all know that episode of SpongeBob where he in his brain and he was like, oh my God, this has been an exquisite experience. What's your name? And they're in his brain like, he's like, my name? And they're in his brain like, what's his name? We can't find his name. What's his name? Everything's burning around them. That's how I felt like she was in the archives like this.
I remember that episode. Okay. I need to answer the question. I want to say 3 years. On and off.
I'm going to have to... She's wrong that. Partially. So when I asked the question, I was thinking like my longest continuous romantic relationship. So, because we all know people we got on and off with. We all got that one nigga that we just always give another chance when we know we shouldn't give him another chance. Even though my one nigga low-key kind of was great. So, he was great. I would give him another chance and I would be like, wow. But the person I'm talking about, his name is Daniel. So, Daniel, if you ever see this,
I know
you are still the longest relationship I've ever been in. And we broke up when I was 18 years old. So, that says so much about me. But anyway.
I was thinking about.
I know exactly who she was thinking about. And that's actually 4 years.
Oh.
I know. That's crazy, right? Because we met my sophomore year. And then we stopped dating when I was out of college. I was already graduated, about to move here. So, 4 years on and off. You can't be with somebody that long and they still stand you up. But anyways, so... Anyway, yes, me and Daniel dated for 12 months, actually 11 months, and then we had to break up, but then we still celebrated our 1 year because we got back together.
What is the worst date I've ever been on?
Y'all, when I tell y'all this story, yo, you need a whooping from your mother. Whose son was that? Whose son was that? He needs a whooping. Period. But the worst date. So Siobhan is smarter than I. When I was Siobhan's age and she was dating, I'm talking about it as if I'm older than her. But I'm saying all this to be like, Siobhan is actually older than me. So like when I was her age, aka she had already experienced that age is what I'm trying to say. It's like when I turned that age, the stuff that she did when she was that age and the stuff I did when I was that age, not the same. She was always like, yeah, I always drive to dates myself because I don't want to, I just don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be stranded and blah, blah, blah. And I used to always let someone's son come and get me. And I think it was just like the fairy tale of it of like, wow, came and got me. You came open the door for me, all that. But like, it's some crazy motherfuckers out here, okay? So just be careful, ladies. But anyways, that's the story. So she tells me about this guy she met working at Steak Shake.
She really?
And I'm listening to her talk about him on the phone. This is fresh us. This is like when we're first like kind of getting to know each other. We're friends.
Okay.
We're friends, but we not like best friends. Like we like close. We getting close. We getting there, but we ain't really become like we ain't hit this level until like we graduated pretty much. A little bit before that because we did everything together senior year, but we ain't hit that level until it was like well into our friendship because I met her literally my freshman year, so all of college I've known her. So yeah. So anyways, back to the story. So she's telling me about him, and I think you were fresh out of your relationship, or was this before?
I was 19 or something. So kind of, probably, I think it had me some time that went fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's like, I kind of like he cute, and he trying to get me he's trying to get me out. I'm just gonna agree, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, have fun. Have fun. She was like, yeah, but I'm gonna drive myself. I'm like, that's smart. Yeah. So all of that. So they get to the movies. Did y'all eat?
We ate after.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was an after?
There was an after.
Okay, I may have missed this. I may be messing up the ending. But because I swear you. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to the story. So she, they get to the movie. He dead ass look at her and be like, "You got this."
He said his words were, "So we going in half, or?"
So we're going half. Basically, are we going Dutch? And this man begged to take her out. This is not a Siobhan was also interested in like the way that he was type of energy. Like this was like, well, okay, fine. He's been persistent. He's been asking. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna see what it could be. I'm just gonna go. And this man had the audacity. Audacity was on sale even back then, apparently. Because he really looked at her and was like, so we gonna have? And fellas, here's the thing about that. When you're asking for my time is not free. You don't know what I had to do. Just like time is money. I know time is money for you too. Time is money for you too. But you asked you asked to accompany me.
Yeah.
Not vice versa. I didn't ask, hey, can I come?
Right.
Hey, can you come with me somewhere? No. You asked me, which means this is something you wanted to. You already know you have now volunteered yourself, okay? Mm-hmm. You have already volunteered your time. You said, you know what? This is my free time. Free. That's why they put that in front of that word. This is my free time. So we don't owe you nothing after the date.
Sure don't.
But you owe us for our time. So you asked me to come. You need to pay. You don't know what I could have did in that hour I was with you. I could have made a band. I could have flipped it and tripled it. So you asking for my time, you need to pay for my time, for lack of better words. But at the end of the day, the thing about dating and courting and all of that is it's that season that you're really showing her this is what I'm able to give to you. Mm-hmm. I add to your life. I can apply to your life in a positive way, in a healthy way.
It's not just money, y'all, but it's
not just money, but that's the start of it. Because we like, okay, what can you provide? Because women like provision. Even women that say they're feminists and they're this and they're that, they still like to know. They like having the security of provision. It don't matter. We as women, that's literally how God made us. And that's why you guys have the brunt of work. And that's why you guys obviously need to go make some money so we can take care of her and make sure that she is provided for. So, like, women like that doesn't make a woman a gold digger because she literally is expressing her innate nature, literally how God created her to be, just the same way y'all are visual. When we sit here and ask y'all to be anything other than visual, we asking y'all to be less like what y'all wasn't created. Literally, God, the word in the Bible means to parade. Parade at Eve in front of him. That's literally how God made y'all. That's the first thing he did when he took the woman out your rib was show her off. You like this? Mm-hmm. You like what you see? That's what he did with Eve. So we get it. But like, Stop calling them gold diggers. Saying all that to say, wow, I went on a really large, left rant. But back to the story. Literally looked at her like, we gonna go halves. You know what? She was like, I would have got in the car and just drove off right then and there. But I was like, let me get a day to try. Let me, whatever. So she goes to the movies. After the movie, they go eat. I don't remember what happened after y'all go eat. I thought you left. Okay. I do remember. Okay.
I did.
She left
and
him.
I made sure that he paid for the meal.
Yep.
That was that.
That was that on that. You niggas need to step your titties up before they crumble. Please.
Alright. Those are the cute ones. You got the deep one.
I do have the deep ones. The deep, 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 deep ones.
That's. I don't think I know your version though. Can you tell me?
Woo! I don't know. Actually, I can't think of like a bad.
I feel like that's what you said when we actually first talked about this. Like I was like, I've been on a bad date before, and he was like, I don't think I've had a bad.
Like I've definitely hung out with people like I'm never hanging out with you again. But I don't necessarily deem that as a bad date. That was just like that was just like a revelation of like you cool people, but
Yeah,
obviously
but
we
it's not
on different pages
Yeah.
or like something of the sort. Nothing to the point where it was like you know, like ew, like he's creepy. Like no, it was never anything like that. But
You ready?
I can't think of a bad date. Like really just like I can't believe this. Yeah.
I can't believe this.
Yeah. Okay, so question number 1 is when do you worry about me and why? I just already feel very heavy about this topic. It's just a very heavy, it just went like this. Heavy, heavy. You heavy on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Heavy, heavy.
This is one thing about Imani. She has a song for everything. So this is
I
what you're
really
hear.
do. And if you do too, we might be soulmates. So just hit
But
me up.
that's what she uses a lot. Like when it get deep, she be like, and it's like always a snap in the background. Okay, do you want to go first or?
No, I asked you, so you gotta. Be real. I feel like it's something at the top of your head, but you're like, let me find something. Just flip past that. We're not gonna go there tonight.
Okay, when do I worry about you? That was the question, right?
The question is, again, for the people in the back, when do you worry about me and why?
I worry about you when she doesn't do this often anymore, but when she would literally, I would not hear from her for like a really long time. And I guess my really long time is different than her really long time because, side note, so we gotta tell the people, my love language is quality time, hers is gifts. These are like, we talking about like
These are
main,
very first ones.
our
the
very
one
first
with the
ones.
highest percent.
Yeah.
Mind you, my percentage is literally like 1 point off from the other thing, but.
Oh, my second one is words of affirmation. Hers is 2.
Yep.
Right? So, okay, quality time. Like, I literally love to be around my friends. Like, that's something that I really enjoy doing. My friends are good. It's a good time all the time. So, like, now, especially because I've moved and I'm not as close to my like, good friends as I used to be, like, quality time is really bigger now because it's like, okay, I'm here now and, like, we gotta make the most of it before I go. But, like, hers is gifts. So if you think about her, it don't have to be like she need a Birkin. I mean, she would like to have a Birkin.
But I don't need a Birkin.
But, like, she just, like, if it's something little, you think about her, she's like, oh my gosh, I feel loved. So she doesn't necessarily have to talk to you a lot.
Consideration is big.
Yeah.
For someone who likes gifts. Sorry,
Yeah.
just to be clear.
No, add that in there.
Yeah.
So that's for her. Like, she really is like, you have to be considerate, and like, she doesn't have to see you all the time. Though. Like, Imani could honestly go like 3 months without talking to you and be like, or more,
and be like, pick up where we left off. That's the type of friend I am. So if you like those type of people, hit me up.
I'm also like, I just like to be around people more, but it's not like 3 months go by and I get awkward. Like, oh, I don't know what to say. Like, I can still pick back up,
oh,
but I'd rather talk to you like more than that. So that's something that we had to learn in our friendship because we at one point we were literally around each other almost every day or every other day, and it wasn't cringy; it just naturally happened.
Yeah,
but
we were studying the same thing.
Yeah, like that was my dog. We was really getting to know each other, so like I wasn't expecting that same at that same capacity once we like moved. Well, after we graduated, we was spending a lot of time too. But like once we moved, of course, because we're not in the same state anymore. But I was at least expecting like at least 5 times.
The robots are listening.
Who?
That's creepy.
That's creepy. That's really creepy.
Oh, we gonna have to tell y'all that story later. But that is creepy. Okay, so that means you have to watch to the end to hear that story.
Yeah.
Creepy though.
So, when I don't hear from her, I know it's something up because I know her well enough now. At first, I used to just be like mad and like the world revolved around me, and I'm like, why is she not talking to me? But now I know it's like, okay, she's going through something, and now it's to the point where like we are in the same aspect where we're going through stuff. We're getting better at it because we healing out here in these streets.
Okay,
but like before we really started our healing journey on purpose, we don't like to talk about our problems until after we figured out it's gotten better, kind of like that. Yeah.
Bingo.
So I would like feel away, like yeah, that's what I worry about her the most. It's another thing. I feel like she's so super talented and just amazing. And like I know she knows it, but she doesn't know it. And I worry about her in the aspect of like she wants to do all of these great things. Another thing that we're both the same at, we want to do everything in this lifetime. Like everything that we're passionate about, we want to do it. We gotta do it now. We gotta do it. I'm about to explode. I worry about her in that aspect because I think sometimes I'm gonna keep it a buck. She feels pressured by people to like be this right now, and I worry about her in that aspect as far as like just be patient with yourself, man. Easier said than done, but it's literally like we should have had the same parents, so this is literally like my sister. So I really like be thinking about that. Like I really don't want her to fall subject to something that she's not really passionate about or follow this particular path because like everybody sees this. Like she knows that she's talented, she knows all these things, but like I want her to follow what she wants to do in not in comparison, but in pair with like what God wants her to do. Like I want her to find that happy medium for her. Okay. Oh man. I'm scared.
Don't be afraid. Wow, guys. Sorry, I was over here like holding back tears because she hit the nail on the head for that second one.
Mm-hmm.
She literally hit the nail. Honestly, everything she said was like spot on. She said stuff the way that like it literally flows in my brain, but I've never like actually put into words yet. She said it, and I was just like, that's exactly how I feel. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna read the question one more time.
Okay.
When do you worry about me and why? So I definitely worry about Siobhan when she goes. But we already know this. Mm-hmm. Like this is something that like has already been discussed, so I'm not gonna like OD on that.
She literally almost cussed me off.
Yes, I did.
She was gonna hop on the plane and be like,
I was.
She has a key to my house.
I have a key, so don't think I won't be sitting on your couch with my hair up, Vaseline down, ready to fight because you think it's a game. Don't ever think. So saying that to say, we've already talked about that. So that's not something that I really feel like is going to be news to her. So I'm going to say this other thing, that I'm most afraid when not afraid, but just like worried when she puts on the like, I'm a thug mantra, like mask. Because we are very similar in that aspect. I'm also hard body, and I'm also like crying. I'm about to be crying. I'm about to be doing all that. I don't like crying in front of people. I don't like talking about nothing. I don't like being vulnerable. I don't like none of that. We very, very similar in that area. But God had to break me down to the core regarding vulnerability, in order for me to heal for real from a very bad heartbreak that I went through. And then also I'm just grieving too, still grieving every day. But like, I'm grieving, so I am constantly having to be vulnerable. But even with my feelings about people and relationships and things, I boohoo ugly cried about a lot of situations that I wouldn't even blinked about in the past. So like, I get afraid, or not even, I keep saying afraid, but I'm worried when she does that because I know it's a defense mechanism. And I want her to know that, like, how freeing it is to finally let that wall down with yourself. Because it's okay to have emotions. And it's okay to feel a way about something, even if nobody else feels the same way about that something. Though your feelings are still valid. But also you would definitely be able to discern better who is meant to be in your life, because people who are unable to realize or like accept that about you are not meant to be in your life anyway. Right?
That's real.
So like, yeah, and I also like, and the thug life thing just goes into so many other aspects, even about like dating and marriage and stuff like that. Like, I believe her. So I want to be clear. I definitely believe you when you say like, I don't want kids, and I don't really know, like, I don't really know if I need to get married and like all these things. I still feel the need to say this, that like, I worry when she says stuff like that, because I feel like you didn't wait to turn it down. Like, it's just the way she talks about it seems like I really could care less. But it's like, you did not wait this long.
I really could care less. I'm listening.
I know. You really could care less?
No, I'm listening to what you said.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
she was supposed to go
like,
in.
You didn't wait this long to be like, I could care less if I ever I just don't believe that. Even though, like, I definitely respect what she has said to me. I respect that she said these things. And I think it took a long time for her to be, like, able to say that out loud, because I know she desires a companion. We all do. Anybody who says they don't is lying. We all desire companionship. We're all seeking this thing called love, because we live in a fallen world who is ruled by the devil. Okay? God is love. A lot of people don't seek that. We're all longing for this feeling of love. We don't know what it is. Some of us don't know what it is. Don't know where to get it from. Everybody wants it. Maybe not to the same capacity, but I think, and maybe I'm reading it completely wrong, but I feel like God has expressed to me that, like, this is a constant prayer, like a constant, like, God, just the desire to get married, just let me be okay with it, let me be cool if it never happened to me, let me da-da-da. Because we've had these really personal conversations about it too, even though they were always brushed off to be light. They're always brushed off like, oh girl, everybody getting married, ha ha. But like, that undertone in general is just like, like, it may not have gone there and it may not have gotten deep, but those conversations have been had too. So the desire definitely is there. I don't think you should downplay the desire. I just think it's commendable that you've waited, that you're picky, that you're selective with who you want in your space, who you gonna allow to do A, B, and C. Because I lack that. And we already talked about why. But like, I lack that for so long, and now I'm starting to finally take a page out of her book and just be like, when you say you done with somebody, be done with them. And you don't have to keep, like, the done literally could just be the door closing. That's the closure. You ain't got to talk about, we ain't got to have no long drawn out conversation, all of that. We already done. We're done. If it's meant to come back, God will make a way, but I'm not going to go out my way to I'm not doing that no more. I'm not trying to make fetch happen no more. It's not worth it. But those are my two things. I do. Those are the most times I worry about her. Just because she's a really great person and she deserves a great person. Like, she really does. So, a lot of people are probably, super, super, protective over, like, their sisters and their friends and their family and stuff like that. That's exactly how I feel about her. I will bust the head open. I will bring that side of me back out for this one. So don't even think for a second. But even with men though, like, she deserves a great person, and it's okay for you to desire a great person. Not today, not tomorrow, not in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But just like, it's okay to, like, open yourself up when you do decide. Because this could really be a season where you like, I'm good. Right? But seasons change. And you could have a season where you're like, I kind of want a boyfriend. I kind of want to open myself up to love and receive love. But I'm so used to, what you doing? We ain't doing all that. I'm so used to that. I've been doing it for so long, I don't know how to be. But you have to be open to all perspectives, because that's how I got to a point where I decided if I wanted kids or not. Because, like, 24-year-old Imani today does not want children. I don't want to be a baby mama. So I always said I didn't want kids, because that's all I saw was young mothers who are baby mamas. I don't want that. I want to be very clear. Shout out to all the baby mamas out there. Y'all doing it. And that was y'all path. And God blessed y'all with a beautiful, healthy baby. Okay? So, whatever that is to y'all, basically I'm saying I'm not bashing nobody who is a young mom. I'm just saying, for my life and my life's trajectory, I never wanted that. Because I saw my mom struggle, and now I see my sister struggle, and I'm just like, I don't want that. And we've all talked about it. And I'm just like, I have to be the one to break the generational curse. I have to be different. I have to do something different. That's very, 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 very deep for me. That's very sensitive for me. So, I don't want that. But I had to have that conversation with myself that, like, okay, Imani, let's get to the gritty of why you feel that way. And it's the gritty that you really just don't want kids. What are your reasons why you don't want children? You don't want to be a baby mama. Okay, that could be fixed. You can get married. You have a husband. You have a healthy family. You have a healthy husband. You have to continue to believe that. You are what you believe you are. Your mind says it first. So if you believe you ain't never gonna have a good man, you always gonna you gonna speak that over your life every single day. That's why I was just telling Shemai, I have to be better at constantly calling men trash. Not trying to be funny, like, dead serious. I call men trash all the time. But I don't want my man to be trash when he does come. So I'm trying to change my vocabulary, because I don't want to continue to say all men are trash when I desire to marry a man. I have to be better so that I can get better. So if you believe that thing, it can happen. So it's like, what are the reasons why you don't want to have kids? That's what I think about when I think about Siobhan. Like, what are the reasons why you don't want to get married all of a sudden? Because let's be clear. I'm not trying to say all of a sudden, but let's be clear. She was getting married. You ain't gonna sit here and not have no sex and say I'm saving myself until marriage and I want to get married. That 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? And 5 plus 5 is 10. What is it? I confusion. Jesus. Did they leave with our food?
Okay.
He's getting he ain't here yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just freaked out for a second.
Okay.
We good. Thought the fool was lost. We great. Anyway.
Oh, we gotta get the other question, or were you?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Okay, but that's it. Sorry.
Okay.
That was long, way too long. How you feel about that?
The second one I kind of knew. I thought she was gonna get a little bit deeper, but I'm glad she didn't. Yeah. I know that she worries about me about that, but I still gotta talk to God about that. So that's just where I'm at with that. Continue to talk to God. What's the next one?
Do your Do your best impression of me. Oh!
There's so many I can do. You just did that one, so it wouldn't be funny. Girl, let's go get us some rich niggas.
Snored.
She was late? No, one time I was like crying in my room, right? This is when she was staying with me in Atlanta. And I had went out on the balcony. So I have a balcony. And I was like letting it out. And then I just got back to my bed. And it just started coming again. And I was trying to be quiet. She woke up. And she was like... She was like... What's going on? Okay. Who I gotta beat up? I boogers and all. Nigga ain't care. She was ready.
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
That one, I could do nothing but laugh. Like, I was sad, but when you gonna always laugh. That's one thing.
Fact.
It could be the deepest conversation in your life.
Over here.
And you're gonna laugh. So, that was one. I need one more. I'm trying to think of one more. Okay, another Atlanta one. Y'all, she got yellow toes, and they know how to... Okay, because it's the yellow toes for me. It's the yellow toes for me. Okay? Do you see that on the skin, though? Do you see it? And then, like, her and Chuck are the same person.
We
Y'all know
are.
So, like, he did, like, it was just a class. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I didn't know how much of personality y'all have.
We really are the same person. He's the male version of me.
He
It's
really
dope,
is.
Though.
So,
he's
yeah.
a joke.
He is really a joke. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, so,
How about
Charles Kelly Reed. We gotta get our food. We gotta pause it.